This guy right here, bro. This guy, owner, Jerry Jones, bro. What we about to listen to and react to is just utterly mind-blowing to me, bro. And we have heard previous players. You had CeeDee Lamb come out and say, you know what I'm saying? Just pay the man enough with the extracurricular. You heard Dalton Schultz say it's like a zoo, like a clown show. Like people just, you go to the zoo and you watch the animals, and from like that's how it be at training camp for the Dallas Cowboys. You've heard players now, so this is just not the fans like, oh, what you doing, Jerry? No, you've heard players say it.
Jerry, are you considering trading Micah?
Wait a minute, I can't hear anything. I really can't.
Really?
Really can't. Yeah.
I'll do it again. Jerry, are you considering trading Micah Parsons?
Well, let's put it like this. Surely
A simple yes or no would suffice.
you guys have been around this stuff and know to recognize negotiation talk, that type of thing, and so that's where I put that.
So are you considering it?
I'm not at this.
Okay.
The facts are
We'll-
that
We'll take that. He's not.
that's like anything else. I think the world of Micah, and that's just a part of negotiating.
Which I don't disagree. I think he do. But that's not a part of negotiation. If you would have took care of your business 2 seasons ago, we wouldn't even be here.
Would you ever consider trading Micah?
Again, I don't really place that with any real seriousness. Micah's got a bad back.
And only reason why he's saying that, because I was reading the comments a little bit. They saying that he's reiterating he has a bad back. He has a bad back to keep other teams away from potentially, you know what I'm saying, giving Dallas an offer that might be intriguing. It might actually intrigue Jerry to trade Micah if the right team, say if a team come and give him 3 first-round picks for Micah Parsons. You feel what I'm saying? He don't want to deal with that dilemma.
That's like being traded.
That's why he's smiling when he said that.
Request take you by surprise?
Y'all weigh it the same.
Did the request take you by surprise?
Again, no, that's negotiation. I've heard that so many times in my 30 years in the NFL about from not just players but agents, and of course we all understand contracts. We're under contract. That's what we're doing. We're looking at adjusting the contract, but we're under contract and we're in camp, and that's the way the rules are set up. But that is old stuff, 30 years of old stuff. Some of these issues we're hearing about trading, hurt backs, all that kind of stuff.
That's the second time he mentioned the hurt back.
When do you start negotiations with these people, Jerry?
Again, I've started negotiations in March.
He started negotiations in March. Remember in the note that he put down, he said that he went in there to talk about leadership, and then it turned into a negotiation when without his agent.
I said I started negotiation in March.
Why you cut that man off, Jerry?
And I've negotiated double handfuls of contracts just like I did in March.
He thought it was
Again.
Whoever bruh is, that's what I'm saying. It's always anybody in charge, and it probably is just human nature. When somebody not goes against it, but they question it, the person that's in charge do not like that shit. And it's not disrespectful. I could see if he was being combative. He's just asking that man a question.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I am.
I visited with him in negotiation.
My question is, he thought the meeting was about leadership, not about his contract.
It's my
You see what I'm saying? That's what he said in his notes.
answer. It's my answer. I was negotiating in March.
Are you surprised it's gotten to this point?
Not really. Not really at all.
Cause he done this the last 2 seasons. This is what he wants to do. This is what brings eyes to Dallas, bro. That's why I like nah, bro. Nah, bro. I'm sorry, I don't even want to be disrespectful, but they not gonna win until Jerry gone, bro. They're not gonna win a Super Bowl NFC Championship game until Jerry's gone, bro. That's just what it is.
This is just negotiation.
Is there really?
Have you talked to him at all since?
Again, I sat with him at the Big 12 Conference Championship, sat with him at the Super Bowl, so Micah's easy for me to talk to, and we've had
If
good
you think
talks,
that's a
and,
negotiation without his agent, something's really
had a good
wrong.
talk regarding negotiation of the contract, the way I have many players. And I don't need to remind you, we've had some great players around here that wanted to renegotiate their contract. We didn't. Put it off to another year, and so
That's what I'm saying. He's telling you, bro, in your face, how he's doing these contracts, bro. We'll put it off to another year. So when it comes, so I don't understand. It's backwards. It's the longer you wait, the more you pay. Everybody knows that, but you, bro. That shit is ridiculous,
that's
bro.
where I am on it. But it's any of the stuff that you hear in the process of a negotiation, you can imagine I should take that for whatever.
Do you expect him to be on the field week 1?
Again, I don't want to talk about my expectations. Now that is speculating, or
Yes, that he's right about
I can't
that.
speak to anything
Because he can't expect that. That's Micah's decision.
that's happened up until now, and that has no sensitivity to me.
Is it good to see him still at practice, though, even though he made that demand, but he's still out here?
Well, I wish the back would get better.
That's his third time mentioning the back. But I'm telling you, that's because he requested a trade. Now they can get offers. You feel what I'm saying? Teams can offer, you know what I'm saying, packages to Jerry. And it's going to be that's why he's doing it. He really don't want to trade him, but it's a package. It might be a Herschel Walker type package again for Micah Parsons when you get 3 first-round draft picks, 2 first-round draft picks, and a player or something like that.
So the back is not.
Again, I just said I wish the back would get better so we could not have a hurt back.
That's his
Talk
4th
about-
time.
Talk about 30 years of these types of scenarios. Is there really nothing different about this one from the others?
Well, it's just that you've seen it so often, and you've seen it with other clubs. You go through the process. It's a highly sensitive time. When you're guaranteeing somebody almost $200 million, that's sensitive stuff.
So that was the he guaranteed him almost $200 million. And what he get paid a year? But that's not no concrete evidence towards that. We never got any information about what was the first deal offered. Never.
Season ended. We talked to you about Mike McCarthy and him potentially talking to other teams, and you said you don't want anybody that doesn't want to be here. Micah Parsons says he doesn't want to be here. How is that any different?
No different than a bad back.
That's his 5th time saying a bad back.
Did you decline to negotiate with him last year?
What?
Did you decline to negotiate with him last year, like he said?
With who?
With Micah
No.
last year?
With who? Micah?
Yeah. Did you? He said he wanted to negotiate last year, and you guys.
I
were-
know. You missed.
He said he wanted to negotiate with his agent. That's a bad question. He didn't say he wanted to negotiate by himself. He basically said that the first negotiation came off guard because he came in there asking about leadership. Once he let his agent know that he wanted to negotiate, but he wanted to negotiate with his agent, then they never heard back from Jerry and his team.
Heard me. I don't think we got any negotiations last year. Closest thing to last year was March of this year when we had a good negotiation.
He said he wanted to talk before last season. Do you recall anything about that?
Well, again, it could very well be. It's what he wants, and so that could cover a lot of ground.
When he put out the note yesterday saying he'd asked for a trade, did that make you angry?
Not a bit. Not
I
a bit.
believe it too. I believe him when he says that.
I can't tell you how many hundreds of times I've heard that
Yeah.
negotiation.
Jerry, what do you think of all the fans chanting his name and kind of supporting him and hearing them all screaming out there?
It was just so much louder last year walking off this field with Lamb.
So why, if you didn't done it the last two previous, it's something beneath the surface that he's getting out of this. That is why he's doing what he's doing, and that's why a lot of people hate. They don't hate the Cowboys. They hate the Cowboys fan base for the simple fact that they be allowing this shit to go on, because you're only as powerful as your audience, as your fan base, and we know the Dallas Cowboys has one of the most, you know what I'm saying, prestige, popular fan bases. But it's like, y'all just be allowing this man to run y'all team into the ground with these contracts to where though y'all cannot put other talent around y'all star players.
In the last 24 hours?
No.
Do you plan on getting...
That's why you have to draft well.
I don't get into what my plans are at all.
Oh, I respect that.
Is salvageable.
I think the relationship is what it is.
That's a bad sign.
What it is, period.
What is it?
What it is. Well, it's our relationship. I sat with him at the Big 8 to Big 12 championship. I sat with him at the Super Bowl. I like Micah.
So for you, nothing's changed.
So many times in the past when you've gone through these negotiations, but when you had everything, it always usually ends with the player you want and the contract and a good number.
I'm glad you brought that up.
See, when they mention it, Emmett is so far gone from this conversation, because later on in this interview, you're going to hear what he said, and that's what lets me know y'all have no chance in the near future until y'all get a new GM, because he is living in his heyday, and he will not let it go.
I'm really glad you brought that up. It seems like that we forget that it's been less than a year, and I paid the highest been paid in the NFL to Dak, and I paid a big price for Lamb.
But you didn't have to. If you get the deal done early, then you don't have to. I don't think you getting that. These players be wanting they deal done as early as possible to get the guaranteed dollars to make sure they're good for a significant amount of years playing this dangerous sport. Not betting on themselves and betting on luck and not getting injured a la Dak Prescott. Because he got injured on the franchise tag. But he wouldn't have did all that if you would have just signed him. Regardless if you don't think this man is the guy or not, you don't have a backup plan.
And anybody that says I'm not interested in financially rewarding my players.
Nobody never said that. Nobody never said you don't pay your players. It's how you play your players and when you pay your players. It's all a part of team building. We all know that, bro. People that know the NFL and how this hard cap work, it's best to get it done early than late, because when you get it done late, you pay more, which goes towards the cap. That puts you in the bind to get other players that could potentially help your roster.
Hadn't been looking at the tea leaves, and so there's always negotiation, and the negotiation is to put the best team on the field.
I can't tell.
It's many times it's not even a question of deserving. And in today's salary cap,
it's not, because y'all draft so well. That's why I don't understand how y'all should be up there roster wise with Philly, because they draft well and y'all draft well. That's the thing. So it's like they're doing business way different than y'all. They have been to 2 Super Bowls in the last 5 years. Look at how y'all do business with y'all contracts. Y'all ain't even seen the NFC Championship game.
You got to have either or. You can't have it all. And so all those things go into the, so to speak, the equation. And the art of the deal is to get the best players out there for the resources that you have under the cap. And so that's what we're doing. That's what this is all about. But I'm here. I do what I do. I love these guys.
I believe that.
I could be any place in the world.
I believe that too.
And I want to be right here. I want to be right here with camp. I enjoy these players. I enjoy Micah.
But that still might be a problem. You might need to go chill somewhere else, bro.
But as always, in any relationships, there are different moods at different times of your relationship. That's what it is. Don't lose any sleep over it.
So just to be
That's
clear,
one thing I would say to our fans. Don't lose any sleep over it.
just to be clear, you don't feel the relationship has changed at all from the Super Bowl, Big 12?
Again, I know my attitude, and my attitude
Yeah,
is
yeah.
I've had.
He's answered that perfectly. Yeah, you know, he can't speak for Micah.
Think the world of Micah. He's an outstanding player. He can really help us, but he's got to fit in with what's in the best interest of the team, and that's what.
Hey, bro, that's crazy, bro. He got to fit in with the best interests of the team. You want your best player to fit in with the best interests of the team. Let that sink in your head. You want your best player. When it come down to paying him, you basically, what you saying is take a deal, take a team friendly deal on his first deal.
Negotiations all about.
When you see frustration from players like CeeDee Lamb on social media, even though he was, to your point, going through this exact thing a year ago.
At Snack Wrap Champ posts, if anyone asks, I am the one who brought McDonald's Snack Wraps back. You deserve a trophy. You can eat. Snack Wrap is back.
There's players on the defensive side of the ball that are changing their Twitter profile pictures to pictures of Micah in solidarity with him. Are you concerned with the way that you are viewed in the locker room by these players that seem to be frustrated with the way that this is going?
Not in the least. Have you been in our locker room? No. Well, surely you have. You've been in there. Have you been out to? Have you been out to the Star and been out there? I don't take a back seat to anybody on how I treat players.
Is this all fun for you?
Any place.
Is this fun for you?
What?
This whole ordeal?
Well, I've chosen to do this for my life, and this is important to me, and to spend the time that I
He answered that very well.
spend doing it, and all of that is important. But it's important to me to get the job done in a way that fits what we need to do as a team. And so, if everybody had the ability to take an existing contract and just say, I disregard it, this league would be chaos. And
so basically what he's saying is Micah's still under contract, basically because he's still under his rookie contract. So your rookie contract is 5 years, but they have the option to franchise tag you for 2+ years after that. So they really got him for 7 years. When you draft a player, you really got him for 7 years, and you don't have to really, under the law of what the contract is and how they do it in the NFL, you really don't have to pay them or give them a new contract until it's until 7 years, because you got the 5 years on the regular contract plus the 2 franchise tags. So but they have done that with Dak, and now Dak is the highest paid quarterback, but he's not the best. You kind of did okay with CD, but you waited too long. You did the same thing with Zeke. You feel what I'm saying? You didn't do it with really Trayvon. I think he did it with Dex too. I mean, with DeMarcus. So it's just like, bro, like, it's just crazy to me, bro. Like, but all them players I just named, it's not Micah, bro. Micah is he is the best player on the Dallas Cowboys for sure, 100%. Ain't no question about it.
so at some point, you do have to recognize that we're talking about under contract here, which can diminish if somebody makes a new contract.
Bro, with the black hat seems so frustrated. Like, bro, stop with the bullshit.
Because they're both the same paper with the same signatures on them. So you have to work through the integrity of the agreement. And we're under contract here.
Can we?
And we've got future. I wouldn't be standing here with you if I didn't think we had potentially had a great future with Mike.
It'd be fucked up if I would, like, I ain't gonna say if I was Micah, but if Micah, say they don't get to a deal right this year, he goes franchise tag next year, and then the franchise tag the year after, and he like, I don't even want to sign with y'all. I want to go somewhere else. So you got him for 7 years and you get nothing for him.
It'd be a waste of all of our time. So we're in good shape. This is negotiation. But make no mistake about it, life has to go on. If something happens to me or anybody else, life does go on. This thing called the NFL, it's not about one person.
You keep bringing
me included in a big way.
You keep bringing up we have a contract, which to me is kind of disingenuous.
It is disingenuous. It is disingenuous.
Osa had a contract, and you still gave them new deals or gave them extensions while they were under contract.
Dak had a contract.
Right.
Lawrence had a contract,
right. So,
and we didn't do the new deal with the contract.
Right.
They waited. They waited to the franchise tag, and what has that gotten you? That's the thing, though. It's like that's the thing that everybody's trying to get through this man's head, and he just will not cave, bro. This way of you doing these contracts is not the way. It is not, bro. You are waiting until the end of the contract where other players get paid and their agents are going to look at what they got. And if they stats and they play is better than them, they're going to want more. So you're going to have to pay more regardless.
That's what I'm saying. We've done it both ways. But pretty recently, Dak. And what I'm trying to say is we've done it both ways.
That's true.
The decision, the very definition of coming to an agreement in what's perceived to be your best interest is negotiating over an existing contract where you have the deal in your hands and both of you have to agree to make an adjustment in that contract going forward. That's the height of needing to get your minds together.
Bruh, you're not about to talk circles around everybody, bruh. You just talking. Because if you to sign Micah in his third year, you wouldn't have to offer him $200 million. Because he would have got paid around the same time Nick Bosa got paid. Because Myles Garrett and TJ Watt just got paid way more than Nick Bosa just got 2 years ago. When they paid Nick Bosa, you know what I'm saying, after that Super Bowl run. Go look at the numbers.
When you don't have it, when you don't have a meeting of the minds, you go ahead like Dak did, or you go ahead like Lawrence did, and you play out the contract.
Is the offer you had in March still on the table?
What?
The offer you had in March, the meeting of the minds.
It's off. He didn't want that.
Micah took it off.
He took it off, so it's not on the table.
He took it off. No, he took it off. I'm just saying he took it off. Okay. Don't put an answer there, please.
Okay.
He took it off.
Okay.
And because of that, that's why.
It's very important.
Okay.
And because of that, that's why you're like, I don't want to negotiate with his people right now.
Well, I know that.
That's a great question. Because we all know Jerry prideful. And because he offered that contract and he took it off, that rubbed Jerry the wrong way.
I know.
Because we all know how he is with negotiations. He don't like to lose.
When Mama wouldn't let me do something, going to Daddy, and Daddy let me do it, and going back in saying to Mama, Daddy said I could do it. That old Mama Daddy stuff, we got here doing that by nature. So we're not going to do that.
So basically, I get the analogy. Basically, what he's saying is, okay, either he's the mom or the dad. He's telling them, okay, this is what we're going to do. And then you go back to your agent, which is the other parent, and he's telling them, no, this is what we're going to do. And then you go with your agent. But you can't use that analogy because you're supposed to use your agent. If you don't have the means and the skills to do it yourself, to negotiate yourself, which I don't even know, which a lot of players don't, because in between those negotiations, it get real nasty, and you don't want them talking about you to your face like that, and you still gotta respect this man. You know what I'm saying, when they're negotiating. That's why the agent is there. The agent is just like the person that hears all that, but he might not tell Micah that. He's just worried about the numbers and all that. It's a bad. That's why I say it's a bad analogy. You feel what I'm saying?
That's the analogy. Do you? Yeah. Okay, we agree, but let me see if I can get my agent in on it. So
that's what it is. Like, so that's why I believe everything that Micah's saying within his notes for the simple. He's telling you like when I went back to my agent to talk to my agent for them to contact Jerry, they couldn't get in contact with him. We didn't talk. He's letting you know that now. Like he want to do the deal with just Micah. That's not how Micah do business.
The point is that's that mom and daddy deal that's been going on since we all got here.
So the key is for you and Micah to have an agreement?
Well, no, the key is that we've got an agreement. Let's really do understand.
And he's saying he don't. That's delusion.
We've got an agreement. Now, if we're going to adjust that agreement, then he's a must and I'm a must. Okay, not the organization. I'm a must in this case. And so
Dallas, you're cooked. You're cooked.
These very significant ones. And so it's very important that if we're going to change the contract that we've got right now, which this would, then that I agree to what we changed. That's why it was so good when we sat down together and spent a lot of time going back and forth and adjusting, and we had that exercise together.
If you're a must, then why would you not talk to the agent? Since you're a must in the conversation, why would you yourself not talk to the agent?
Because the agent, when we have a problem within the team and a player, I don't ever find the agent. He's no.
Oh my God, Jerry. You're a kid. You're a child. Oh my God. The agent is there for negotiations about the contract. About the contract. I don't even know the age, like what the player does off the field, on the field, at training camp, within the organization. That is on the player. Yes, the agent tries to help out, save image because it's going to ruin whatever else deals he got going on, what other sponsorships and stuff like that, what other brand deals he might have. So the agent might, you know what I'm saying, oppose for him acting that way or doing certain things. But at the end of the day, his actions as a grown man, as an NFL player, as a Dallas Cowboys, it's on him. So that's why y'all deal with him when it comes to that. But anything with a contract, it's definitely, you have to talk to the agent. That's just like anything, like even if you want to relate it to real life and you want to do something and you have, say if you come across some money, you build some wealth, you get a financial advisor. If you know that you're bad with money, you talk to your financial advisor or somebody, not even a financial advisor, somebody that's good with money, that's close to you, that can hey, I got an idea that I want to do. You go get some advice. That's what the agent is really supposed to be, even though we know sometimes it's not because they get a percentage and all that.
Where to be found.
But at the end of the day, that's how he does his business.
Jay-Z said that Micah would make all, not Micah, but that Dez would make all meetings. Jay-Z and I negotiated the contract. We spent hours negotiating the contract, Jay-Z. And he said, anybody in my organization is on time. So my office used to be on the street corner, and I've always been early. So they will be on time. I said, where did I sign? But I'm going to call you. Finally, he quit taking my call.
Well, Dez and Micah have different histories as far as
Again, please. I'm just talking about the agent.
Yeah.
Don't take that.
Yeah, he's talking. Yes, he's definitely talking. I follow you, Jerry. I follow you, but you gotta like. I don't know who's in your camp. I ain't even me, but like, bro, this is how he do business. You gotta respect that. That's one thing you probably need to call Jay-Z. That's why, you know what I'm saying. That's why he probably stopped answering the phone. You feel what I'm saying? This is how this man do business. This is how he wants his business conducted. You gotta respect that.
Dez. Just simply say that when the issues come up, the first one and the one that is there is us and the player. My experience, hadn't been the agent, is not the one that solves the problems you have when you're executing what you said you would do in the contract. So I like to deal directly with the player when it's.
But everybody doesn't do business that way, bro. That's the thing. And you're trying to that's disingenuous because you're basically trying to get over. That's not their expertise. Some players don't even want to deal with that. That's why they got the agent in the first place. Hey, bro.
Of this nature.
So in March, did he say we have a deal?
Again, I'm not going to get into the details.
He can't say that.
I'm not getting into the details. I think I was asked the question, have we negotiated? Have we negotiated directly? And that is an emphatic yes, we have.
Right.
Which he said in the notes they did.
Okay, guys. Excuse me.
You've done this, obviously, several years now, going back to Dez, Zeke, obviously Dak and CD a year ago, now Micah. Do you see this protracted process over the course of training camp as a net positive for the organization?
Well,
that's a great question. And he gonna dance around this.
Oh, I can be cute, and I'm gonna be.
Told you.
It lasted into the third game with Emmett, and we won the Super Bowl.
Dallas fans, you're cooked. You're cooked. You knew when that was 1992. That's when I was born. I'm 32 years old, bro. That was 1992. Or whenever, what was I wrong? 1990 maybe? That might have been the 90 season. When they ain't signed Emmitt Smith to like the third game and then they went crazy. He's living in the heyday, man. You're cooked, man. You're cooked.